Hey, YouTubers. Box arrived today. I've been waiting for it for a while. I got in late on the pre-order on this from Stonemeyer Games. Although they've done a great job, they shipped it to me in like 2 days, which is amazing because it was supposed to be, what do they call it, FedEx Smart Post, which usually takes forever to get here. It's one of those things where it's got to go from almost right to my house back to West Virginia to hit the hub for around here. But there's also a hub that's close to me, and apparently it went from having to deliver it U.S. mail to switching over to I think they call it home delivery, FedEx home delivery, which meant they would deliver it Saturday, which is cool. Anyway, it's Saturday. Hopefully your weekend is going good. This is what arrived today, Tapestry. And I don't know if you can read this, but I am number 20,000 and something out of 25,000 pre-orders. So I waited until I think the second day out of the 3 days. I think it was one of those things where people who wanted it got in on it probably the first hour or two, and then probably after that word spread for those who, like me, who didn't know anything about it, and then read about it, and then thought about it, and finally pulled the trigger late 8 or 9 o'clock at night on the second day out of the 3 days, like I said. So really looks cool though. Here's the box. It's pretty heavy, maybe 4 pounds, 5 pounds, something like that. I don't know. Pretty hefty. 1 to 5 players. This is they call it a civilization game, but I'm questioning that based on what I've heard about it. I think it certainly is a. It's a game that has engine. It's an engine building for sure, and it has kind of a, I don't want to say open world, a variety of ways to get where you're going. Let's put it that way. And you can either concentrate on one of the 4 areas that they have here to grow in: science, technology, exploration, and military, or a combination thereof. And any of those could be viable strategies to win. Those were tapestries, hence the name of the game, which kind of paint where your civilization's at, or supposed to. I've heard some things. I haven't played it, so obviously it's still shrink wrapped here. I'm going to open it right now. I just opened the box a little while ago. And then my mother, who's in a nursing home, I just got word she had fallen through the night or the evening, and just getting word this morning on it. So I've been involved in that a little bit. She seems like she's okay, so that's good. But when anybody falls, I'm wondering if they checked her, make sure she doesn't have any sort of concussion or, blood clot or anything in her head. I mean, she's not young, so anything's possible. Broken hip, maybe. My sisters are keeping an eye on her, so hopefully she's all right. But Tapestry now, you can feel better. There you go. Nice looking artwork, and I think the same person who drew the cover also is involved with the cards and so on. Yeah, art by Andrew Bosley, and the sculpts. There's sculpts here, 18 of them. Sculpts by Ram, R-O-M, Brown. Those pretty nice, and yes, they're painted, folks. Pretty neat. Yes, I was 20,645. 20,645 out of 25,000, and that's stamped right on the box, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm one of the first 25,000 people to receive this game worldwide. 1 to 5 players, ages 12 and up, 60 to 90 minutes. Sorry, 90 to 120 minutes. It's got the same paper that that Wingspan had, which I thought was really cool, and it's equally cool here. Just four little pages of rules, and yeah, pretty cool. Then you've got, and I think these are nice. These are regular, not fancy material like that, but still pretty nice. These have explanations for what different things do. Reference guide. And I think there's probably 2 of them, yeah. There's a variant called the Shadow Empire. And then an Automa, or Automa. I like Automa, but I've heard Automa. To play single player. Like that quite a bit. It smells really good. I like the smell of this stuff. Comes with 1 set of dice, but I went ahead for $1 and ordered another set of dice. I didn't see I think it was $1. I didn't see the reason to get more than 2 sets. I thought, well, 2 sets is probably enough. Some people were saying to get enough for everybody, so I think it's a 4-player game. They were adding 3 sets on. I did not do that. I think it was $1. Maybe it was more. It was $3 to add that. So that could be right. These are the Tapestry cards, I believe. I'm not positive about that either. No, they're not the Tapestry cards. Tapestry cards are small because they fit on the board. These are who you are, what your race is. So there's a whole bunch of these. Take a quick peek at these. Of course, everything comes bagged, and then everybody these days gives you a whole bunch of extra baggies. So by the time you punch whatever you got to punch out of here, moving shrink wrapped, kind of cool. Yeah, here's this. Is that okay? Yeah. Bunch of cards like that. Then there are, there's like different things you'll discover, like air conditioning. Need that today. It's 89 here today. I wouldn't know. I got the air conditioning on, but then what comes to grab next is like the board. Oh, really? How nice! The board, some punch boards. It looks like. Yeah, there looks like 3 punch boards in here. A board with rounded edges. Hey, thanks for that, folks. I guess Jamie should be responsible for that. Then there's a bunch of different terrains where you'll build cities. Using what's down here, and this is pretty neat. So let me see if I can hold this up. Pull this right out of here. I love when they have a tray like this built into the game. I might tilt a few things, but see that? Look at that. Puts your pieces up above, and then these 18 miniatures that are painted are right here, and they look pretty classy to me, and smell really good too. Those of you who are into that sensory, it's taped here. It's Scotch taped over the top and the bottom, which was smart for shipping purposes. I'm going to take that off. Get a hold of it good. Yeah. Piece of tape off. And then you get this piece of tape off, I believe, would be probably good too. I think the way to do that is this way. Yeah. I'll put this back in. It's not meant to come out of the box, I don't think. Yeah, nice. Really nice pieces, though. Very nice pieces. And they feel good in your hands. I think they're made out of clay, they said, or something. Anyway, here's one of them. You see that? It's like maybe a church or a school. An old barn. There's the barn door. Don't leave the barn door open. Okay. Got a lighthouse, maybe? Yeah, they do. Just seemed like they had a lighthouse. It's kind of a lighthouse. You see that okay? Yeah. Yeah. Lighthouse at a clock tower. They might have a clock tower too, I don't know. Something else here. This is some sort of a manufacturing plant perhaps or something. You've got a little bit more modern looking. The light's getting out there good or not. Seems like the light behind it might be bad. Yeah, I'll give you an idea. This is blue, by the way. The lighting is really good for that. This is, what is this? Something more modern. Couldn't tell you what it is. So hoses that are coming out of the top of that. And the bottom. Like the space shuttle. Yep. Space shuttle. Really cool. And then a bunch of pieces up top. Looks like 5 different colors. 1 to 5 players, so there's 5 different colors. You have blue, yellow. No, that's not it. Red, green, and something else, which I don't know what. Oh, that's and white. White, yellow, blue, red, green. And then you have this. I don't know what that is. The bag of this stuff. Then you got a bunch of these, which I assume are some sort of building blocks. There's 4 bags of that. They come in brown. Well, there's probably some significance to each of these. Red. I'm guessing these might have something to do with military and so on. Gray, and then yellow. Packed very nicely though, the whole thing. Everything's packed nicely. I have no complaints regarding the packaging of this so far. I doubt I will. Jimmy Stegmeyer and Stonemeyer Games used to do a really nice job of all that kind of stuff. They take into consideration. I'll show all the tape is off this before I put it back on. They're really good about that. And I have most of the Stonemeyer games. I think I have Viticulture. I have Scythe. What else do I have? I'm missing something. Help me out, folks. What am I missing? Viticulture, Scythe, and all the Scythe, stuff. I don't have my little Scythe. Something's not quite fitting right here. What's stopping me from shutting this properly? These bags aren't quite level. I can take this out again and mess with it. One of these is over here. Let's try that over there with that. And now let's try this like that. And that. Let's try that. Any better? I'm fairly patient with most of this stuff. A piece of plastic stopping from fully closing, but I'll be taking that stuff out eventually and figuring out the best possible way to store it. Yes, it's flat out. So you've got some boards and things to mess with. Just a bunch of these map things that each player gets that goes next to their main board, which I think is under here, their dashboard. Pretty cool. Yeah, looks really nice. From what I've heard of the game, it's something I'm going to like. It sounds like something that the first couple times you play it seems pretty simple, but then as you play it more, you realize that there are various strategies that are deeper than you thought, or that maybe were apparent from the start. So I like that. And the Shadow Empire variant sounds pretty cool too. All right, the dog's looking to get in, jumping at the door on me. It's ticking me off. That's Tapestry. That's Tapestry. Looks like a really nice game. Some of the components are very nice. I'll be taking this thing apart, punching things, putting things in bags, figuring out the best way to store, what should go in those little cubbies at the top, and then how else I can arrange it so that it's going to be easy to play, easy to get out, easy to put back away. Much like I've done with some other games. All right, that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this. Until next time, Dean of Games, inviting you to come back anytime. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you again. Thanks.